All right, friends, this is Joe, Blue Oval Racing, HO Scale Custom and Performance. Welcome to the booth. I have put some cardboard up in the booth to try to keep it tidy as possible. I don't like getting product all over the place where the booth starts looking like, well, you get the picture. Try to keep as much of the product from getting on the walls and the base of the booth as possible. What I did was I put a couple pieces of cardboard, and that's it. I mixed up some of the UVLS 4550 gloss with some 4011 reducer to get it to the consistency that I want it for spraying. I'm going to spray the inside of each of the Lexan bodies with the mixture. And what it's going to create is a nice base for the paint to adhere to. Basically to help the paint stick better to the Lexan polycarbonate. Now I could have sprayed this prior to putting any stickers on. You can do that. You can spray it. You need to wait roughly 48 hours before taping or masking them off. Original plan was I was just going to add the UVLS gloss to the paint, 10%, add the reducer to get the consistency I want, and then spray the body that way. I decided to kick it up a notch after I had already started putting the stickers on. So it'll be fine this way. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put a coat of the clear inside of the Lexan bodies. Let's crank up the ventilation system. I do have Blue Oval Racing, the BOR wet bucket system in action. It is hooked to the booth. I did fill it up with water, roughly an inch. Go back and look at the other video. Roughly an inch below the word right, where it says do it right. All right, let's go ahead and spray. Not sure how the camera is going to catch this, but doing the best I can do. With what I have, friends. Portion. I do have my compressor set on 28 PSI while the trigger's being pressed, while the air is shooting out of the gun, the airbrush. I want my compressor to be at 28 PSI. That's what I'm spraying with. Mustang GT. Spilled a little bit out. Should have put the lid on the spray brush. All right. Another Mustang GT. hold on. All right, friends. So here they are. The Lexan bodies have a coat of clear to the inside of them, and they're just about dry right now. They may even be dry. They dry very fast. But to stick tape on top of the product, it needs to cure, I believe they recommend 48 hours, which we're not doing that because they're already masked off. So that's it for this video. We'll see what happens when we paint them. They're still a little hazy, so they're curing out. I'll let them set. I'll let them set till tomorrow because I'm not going to be spraying a top coat on the inside yet. So I will allow these to cure overnight. And then we will start applying color to them and see how they turn out. Until next time, friends.